Welcome to the Earning Your Living by Living Your Dream show. Yes.
Yay.
Yeah. One more time. We're going to talk about visionaries, marketers, and managers because we cannot stress it enough.
Yeah. Tripod of business.
The triangle.
It's the triangle. And many people, we've heard, right, the stories, the horrors, how they were the visionary of the project, but then they didn't choose a marketer or a manager to actually manage. So all these projects and that are lost, they're lost projects are out there, thousands, millions of them. I know of one person that they started like a Mexican silver jewelry business. The visionary of that was the friend of my friend. So this guy, my friend, was a manager type. So in the partnership, there was only a manager and a visionary. So they needed marketers. They thought they were going to sell and that they were going to stop shop by shop and jewelry store by jewelry store, and they didn't do that. They love to talk and to they talked and they did not
they scheduled a lot of talking though. They had a planner. It was organized.
That's right, with lots of plans, I'm sure.
Right. The manager probably scheduled everything very well. But we want to stress the fact that if you know which position you are, the visionary, the manager, or the marketer, then you'll be able to see which one you're missing. Like what did we say the marketer was? He's
a believer in someone else's vision.
Yes, a believer. Like that marketer, that believer is the one that is needed, because that believer will bring people with their wallets to buy your product and your service. Yeah.
They're like the wingman or wingwoman. They go and talk you up, and it sounds so much better coming from someone else versus you trying to sell your own product, which I did for a long time in personal training, and it's that was hard. I would rather just train the whole time.
Oops.
See that? It was actually a sign that is so true, Matt.
Very true.
Thank you.
Very true.
My point, Bruce. I don't know how you did that, but
it's on command. You need it. It's there.
Thank you, Bruce.
But it's true. How when you sold yourself, wasn't it painful?
Oh yeah. It just sounds like bragging, or it's like, okay, it doesn't come off the same. Of course.
Yeah.
And we can see how it doesn't light you up
at all.
That's right. Nice, Cedric. Yeah.
And selling yourself, but it's like a frequency of, it's just heavy. Like, hey, look at me. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But when we sell somebody else, man, that's different.
Well, credible too. There's credibility when someone's selling somebody else. It's like, oh, well, you believe in them enough, so something must be there.
Yeah. And then Cedra, you had a story about a family, right?
Oh, yes. So, this month there's been a lot of gatherings for December, right? I was at a gathering, and it was so interesting to read a family of four, the husband and wife and two sons. And I just cannot not share stuff sometimes, right? And I just started sharing, and of course I do read the people if they're curious, and the mom was curious. And so I just kept giving her my observations about, oh yeah, so that son, he's probably more of a visionary. Like she would tell me a little bit about her youngest son, and she told me a little bit about her oldest son. As a matter of fact, it was so funny because I was like, oh, your older son, he's totally marketer. And because he was like making friends with even the other little kids. And sure enough, the mom, towards the end of the party, one of the moms of the little boys he had just met was like inviting him to a birthday party already. I was like, see, like, he's total marketer, because that's what they like to do. They like to party and talk to people and have fun with people. And she was just like, wow, okay. And then of course, everyone loves to be seen. And she, I gave her the observation of how, oh yeah, it sounds like you're a total manager. And then she's, yeah, I guess so. And you could tell she just loved the observations that I shared with her. It was really cool.
Awesome. How did you see that she was a manager?
Oh, so I asked her what she did for work. Yeah, so that was a big clue.
Okay.
When she described. And just like her mannerisms, like when you're a marketer, you can totally tell you're just out there just really talking to people. And and she was, just a little bit reserved, but not completely. She was still open to talking to me. And
Good.
yeah, so
Yeah.
she
Managers are boring.
yeah.
Hey, what are you talking about? Some of us are fun.
Well, I mean just boring because they're not as open as the market. That's all.
Yeah.
They're usually watching the room, like with Cedra, your example. She's probably has all the calendars all in order, all the details, the event, what's going to happen when. She's probably that type of person. When her sons are up to, that's managing. So you sit back and you're watching what's happening,
watching the room, watching the party, who got up, when, where, who came in, how much more alcohol is needed, or juice or whatever. Yeah. So see all those little details. If there was no manager, then it wouldn't be fun. You see,
and if there was no marketers, because for a manager, it's fun to have marketers around, because although sometimes some people might disagree, but it's more fun because they're all over the place. And it's just like, wow, look at this. They're having fun, and it's contagious.
We entertain you.
Yes, very much so.
And then the visionaries also, they're very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are like the talent, the product. So they have so many ideas to entertain us with.
Yes.
So, yes.
And what's really cool is to know, or when you are a little bit of two,
Yeah, one can be 1, 2, or 3.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but I've only known maybe a couple of people who have like all three.
Right. Yeah. Like I have all 3, but I'm more marketer.
Yes.
Than manager. I enjoy more marketing and talking to people than managing. Or I have plenty of ideas, but it's not like a visionary, So
does that mean you'd want to, if you could, stay in one role, Mariana?
like a marketer, to stay in one role. Yeah, that's the one that I like. I just put me in front of people and all day, and I'll talk to them, I'll play with them, that's my position, Matt. Yeah,
all day, all night.
What about you, Matt? What is your position?
If you would have asked me that a few years ago, I might have said marketer, but that was because I'd spent so much time doing that.
Marketing, selling, yeah.
I'd spent 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years of selling other people's stuff.
Right.
And I did it decently well.
Yeah.
It was definitely work component.
Right. Yeah.
And if it weren't for like the sales environment, it definitely wouldn't have happened.
Wow.
But then, coming here, and you get a chance to see the the value of yourself as a visionary, as a product, you know.
Yeah.
It takes people to see what that is, because you don't know. You're just kind of unrealized potential, you know. And it takes somebody special to see, wow, you know what? You're actually world class at this thing. We caught it for us. It was just a snapshot, but we caught it.
Yeah.
You know, it takes some great coaching for those visionaries to be brought out.
Yes. Mm.
You're a visionary, right? You are a visionary.
I'm visionary.
Yeah, Matt, visionary. Definitely.
I don't like people as much as Mariana.
That's right. That's right.
But
That's
you have good
right.
vision. You know, I heard a story about one of your clients who was sharing about how when you were when you were doing the physical fitness with her,
Oh yeah.
you could just see what she needed. And so you weren't giving her some routine program. You were looking for different ways and trying mixtures of different things that worked for her body type, her needs. And you could see it. It's like that's a visionary. You know, a manager would have went in with the plan and said, okay, this is first, this is second, this is third. You got to see that. No, this is what she needs. Or, you know, that takes that's a big skill, like to be able to see a vision of what's needed.
Yeah.
I realized, thanks to y'all.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah, and you got that art form. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. And then the cool part is that you got yourself a guy to take care of the SEO of your website, right? And so that website markets for you. Right.
I enlisted a lot of help when I opened my business finally. Not as much as I could have. Man, it would have been nice to really have a full-time marketer. Oh my gosh, I could have charged so much more quickly.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
And you're working on that. You're actually working on that to get a marketer.
Yeah.
That can sell your higher end service for CEOs to pay thousands of dollars a month.
If I could charge, with the marketer's help, 3 times as much as I do now, if I give her half, which is, you know, ridiculous, just for selling something that I'm fulfilling, you know, week after week after week, I'm still making more. Right.
Even if it was half. Awesome. Well, okay. Then let's get that marketer for you. Definitely.
You know, I think her name starts with M. You know. M-I.
And tomorrow we're gonna do some filming. So out of having fun filming you, some clients could come up, some strangers that become clients. Who knows what could happen?
Yeah. I worship my marketers and my managers, because I couldn't do it without them.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, we have a bunch of people watching. There might be someone who needs someone who knows how to tailor physical fitness to that individual, and here he is on the screen.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. So go ahead and reach out, send us a comment. If you need any help seeing what you are, if you're a visionary marketer or manager, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah, or how to read and pick your teammates, right? So you're building like a soccer team, right? So you want to see not just who's willing to play the goalie position, but who really wants to.
Yeah, who's really eager to do that. What, Cedric?
I said, who's natural at it?
Also natural, yeah. Eager and natural, yeah. All right, guys. See you next week. And we all invite everyone out there to create teams where you see every team player's strengths and what position they should be playing, and everything will go smoother. Okay. See you soon.
Happy hunting.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.